Why are atheists so annoying? Like every time I'm just trying to get some good words on TikTok, I come across some dumbass atheist who thinks they know everything. They're like, God doesn't exist, and they challenge us to prove that God exists. And it's just ridiculous because I had an atheist I was debating with yesterday, and he was like, "Have you read the entire Bible?" I'm like, no, I haven't. What's your point? It's like, I read the Gospels, and I know Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And like, well, they didn't write that. What do you mean they didn't write that? Are you trying to convince me that there weren't four European-centric names of men in modern day Middle East? And then they're like, Jesus' name wasn't even Jesus. Does Jesus know that? Because I think his name was Jesus. There's something about that name. And they're just so annoying because ultimately they believe everything came from nothing. And I guess I believe everything came from nothing too. But I believe that the nothing was started by the God that came from nothing. Because he was, always here. But that doesn't mean like, why couldn't the universe always been here, and the earth eventually developed? But then atheism isn't even an argument about the origin of the earth. It's just an answer to a singular question of, do you believe in a deity or deities? And most Christians, even the intellectual ones, they truly know that they're just playing a gamble. They're running the page up Pascal's wager, and they don't want to admit it because they don't really believe in God. You can tell by the way they behave, the way that they conduct themselves, the wrongs that they do. They don't really believe there's a penalty. The Bible is chock full of verses about the difference between poor people and wealthy people, yet you have these ultra wealthy Christians who are accumulating top of the shelf wealth while on earth, as if they're not holding out for all the riches that await them in heaven. But they're telling poor people to do that. If you haven't gotten the point yet, this is sarcasm. I'm an atheist. Happy Sunday. All hail the flying spaghetti monster.